हाम्रो प्यारेन्ट्स कति जोइन गराएको छ के मैले अघि के अघि 100 के भन्नु
I asked them to speak.
We would like to know. can add 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes.
Stephen Richards Covey once said that being influenceable is the key to influencing others. The purpose of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is to help you lead your life in a truly effective way. They represent a proven process of personal and interpersonal growth that can have an immediate and lasting impact. It is necessary to be an influencer if you want to change others. Rather than giving motivation, we should show them by being an influencer and changing ourselves so that the world can be learned from you to change. Accordingly, Samriddhi School is the first school to introduce the Leader in Me program in Nepal for providing life skill and leadership to students. Moreover, this event will let the parents know what the Leader in Me program is, how this will benefit the children, society, and the country as a whole. Hello everyone, a warm good morning. This is Paribhasha Pradhan, Cisco Academy instructor, Samriddhi Cisco Networking Academy, hosting today's launching of Leader in Me program, a value-based character education for 21st century leaders. It is absolutely true that a good leader needs to have a value-based character. Adam said, "If your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." Without taking too much of time, on behalf of Samriddhi School, first of all, I would like to request Mr. Manohar Kumar Bhattarai, Chairman, Samriddhi School College, to take his respective seat. Thank you, Mr. Bhattarai. I would like to request Mr. Naresh Prasad Shrestha, CEO Principal, Samriddhi School College, to take his respective seat. Thank you, Mr. Shrestha. Now, I would like to request Ms. Sumitra Pradhan, Chairperson, Franklin Covey, Nepal and Bhutan, to take her respective seat. Thank you, Ms. Pradhan. Similarly, I would like to request Mr. Narayan Pradhan, CEO Principal Trainer, Franklin Covey International, to take his respective seat. Thank you, Mr. Pradhan. I would like to request Mr. Nitesh Pradhan, Director Trainer, Franklin Covey International, to take his respective seat. Thank you, Mr. Pradhan. I would like to request Ms. Suravi Bhandari, Director Trainer, Franklin Covey, Nepal and Bhutan, to take her respective seat. Thank you, Ms. Bhandari. I would like to request the Board of Directors, Mr. Arun Rimal, Mr. Dinesh Maharjan, School Service Director, and Mr. Dipendra Upreti, Administrative Director, to take their respective seats. Thank you. Here, I would like to request the Advisory Board of Directors, Mr. Vikas Sahi, ECA Director, Mr. Chandraman Maharjan, Plus 2 Program Director, Mr. Praveen Lal Shrestha, to take their respective seats. Thank you. Similarly, I would like to request Mr. Jalan Maharjan, Vice Principal, Middle and High School, and Ms. Rosette Tamang, Vice Principal, Pre and Elementary School, Samriddhi School, to take their respective seats. Thank you, Mr. Maharjan and Ms. Tamang. I would like to request the coordinators, Ms. Alisha Casey, Preschool, Ms. Sunita Maharjan, Primary School, Ms. Sunita Khargi, Basic Level School, and Ms. Upashana Pausake, Mid-Level School, and all the teachers and staffs to take their respective seats. Thank you. Finally, I would like to request all the parents and students who are joining us through online also take their respective place. Thank you. I want to thank Kendra Bindu Media and Nepal Research and Education Network NRN for supporting this event. Thank you. Now, I would like to request Mr. Naresh Prasad Shrestha, CEO Principal, Samriddhi School, to welcome our chief guest and special guest with bouquet. It's time to respect and honor our nation with the national anthem, as every formal program should be started with the national anthem. So I would like to request all to stand in their respective places to honor the national anthem.
सायुथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायुथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचला वीरहरूका रगतले स्वतन्त्र अचल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन्दिशाला अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Thank you all. Please be seated. Now, I would like to request Mr. Jalan Maharjan, Vice Principal, Middle and High School, Samriddhi School, to deliver a welcome speech.
As Stephen Covey has said, to achieve goals you have never achieved before, you need to start doing things you have never done before. That's why we are here to start our new journey to broaden the learning horizon of our students, teachers, and parents. Good morning and very warm welcome to everyone. My name is Jalan Maharjan. I'm the current Vice Principal to middle and high school level. First of all, I would like to welcome our respected chief guest, Mr. Manohar Kumar Bhattarai, Chairman to Samriddhi School and College. Our program chair, respected Mr. Naresh Prasad Shrestha, CEO and Principal to Samriddhi School and College. Special guest, Mr. Narayan Pradhan, Principal Trainer of Franklin Covey International, and Mr. Nitish Pradhan, Trainer Franklin Covey International. At the same time, I would also like to acknowledge Mrs. Sumitra Pradhan, Chairperson, Franklin Covey, Nepal and Bhutan, and Ms. Sauravi Bandari, Director, Franklin Covey, Nepal and Bhutan. I would also like to welcome our board directors, Mr. Arun Rimal, Mr. Dinesh Maharjan, Mr. Dipendra Upreti, and our advisory boards, Mr. Vikas Sahi, Mr. Chandraman Maharjan, Mr. Pravin Lal Shrestha, and our very own Vice Principal to pre-primary and elementary level, Rosette ma'am, their coordinators, teachers, staffs, and parents who are connected with us through Zoom. And I would also like to acknowledge the media representatives, kendrabindu.com, Nepal Research and Education Network. So today is the historic occasion of the Samriddhi family. We are signing the MOU between Franklin Covey and Samriddhi School to officially launch an international program called Leader in Me in our school. This is a very proud moment for all of us to be the first school in Nepal to implement this program. We have been talking about providing value-based character education for 21st century skills to our students to enable them to be capable of in leading the nation to grow globally and becoming a lifelong leaders. The Leader in Me program happens to be the milestone in our school to build life skills of students, teachers, and all the staff. Another fascinating landmark of this program is that it directly involves parents and guardians as the integral part of overall development of their children. I strongly believe that the Leader in Me program will definitely help us to ignite the sparkles in our students to shine for their brightest future in the days to come. Well, I don't want to take much of your time. I hope the launching program of Leader in Me will definitely help you build the understanding of its need and essence at this present context. We couldn't have done this program without your presence and valuable support. Once again, I would like to heartily welcome our chief guest, program chair, board directors, advisory board directors, vice principals, coordinators, teachers, students, parents, and media representatives to this auspicious occasion. And I would like to conclude my welcome speech with my all-time favorite quote by Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. So let's work together in this process to prepare our children for their better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maharjan. As we are going to start our formal program, I would like to request Mr. Manohar Kumar Bhattarai, Chairman Samriddhi School College, to light the lamp. Thank you, Mr. Bhattarai. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Jim Rohn said on motivation and habit. Now, moving towards the most important part of this event, I would like to request Mr. Manohar Kumar Bhattarai, Chairman Samriddhi School College, and Mr. Narayan Pradhan, Principal Trainer, Franklin Covey International, to sign the MOU.
Recording stopped.
Thank you, Mr. Bhattarai and Mr. Pradhan, for signing the MOU. I'm very happy to announce that we are now having the felicitation video speech from Sean Covey, who is the president of Franklin Covey Education and also the author of many bestsellers, including Leader in Me. Will you please play the video?
Hello, everybody. My name is Sean Covey, and I'm the son of Dr. Stephen Covey and the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens and The 7 Habits of Happy Kids and The Leader in Me. It's a pleasure to come on camera today and to be with you. I wanted to come on camera just to congratulate and give good wishes to our new partners in Nepal who have launched their first Leader in Me school. So Narayan Pradhan, thank you for being our partner. Thank you for all you do. And I'd also like to congratulate Samriddhi School in becoming our first Leader in Me school in Nepal. Naresh Shrestha, the principal, congratulations. We're so excited to have you on board in what is going to be the first of many Leader in Me schools in Nepal. Nepal is a famous place. Even though it's a small country, everyone knows about Nepal. And I've never been there, and I hope to someday, but we did put a film together about Erica Weinmeier, who was the blind person who climbed Mount Everest with 16 of his comrades a few years back. And I helped put this film together. And so I know all about Nepal and your beautiful mountains and Mount Everest. I climbed a mountain here called the Grand Tetons, which was about 15,000 feet. And I know that Mount Everest is about double that, which is amazing to me. So you live in a wonderful place in a wonderful corner of the world. And I'm just so excited that you're doing Leader in Me in Nepal. The Leader in Me is all about building leadership in students. It's all about helping to unleash the greatness of every person and of every student, of every teacher, of every family member that is part of that school community. So this is a big and an important thing, and I hope you can be a great example to other schools in the region, that many schools will adopt the Leader in Me to become better and to bring out the greatness in students. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure being with you today, and I wish you the best.
Sir. And I'd also like to thank Samriddhi School's chairman, Dr. Manohar K. Bhattarai, firstly for your support and guidance throughout, and for trusting the Leader in Me process and journey that we are about to embark upon at Samriddhi School. And I extend my gratitude to all the board members and leaders of Samriddhi School for your support in making this possible. And namely Mon Adhikari sir, Rosette Tamang ma'am, Jalan Marjan sir, and all members of staff and board members too. And without your buy-in and support, we wouldn't have had such a smooth start to our journey that begins today. And I am immensely grateful to all the parents and students watching us today. And thank you especially to the parents for your faith in your child's school and the Leader in Me program. And thank you for wanting to invest in your child's future. Right? The Leader in Me program was designed with the mindset that each and every child and person has the potential towards greatness and to be a great leader. Right? Through this program, we want to give each and every one at Samriddhi School 21st century skills and 21st century leadership skills that they can use throughout their lives, both personally and professionally. And I'd also like to thank all our leaders from Franklin Covey Education and Franklin Covey International. Sean Covey, our president, thank you for your heartfelt felicitations and for the immense support from your team. Bill McIntyre, our vice president, Janita Anderson, our head coach, and Samit Dayal sir, vice president of education at Franklin Covey South Asia. Thank you for your guidance, especially during these difficult times. Without your support and belief in us, this day wouldn't have been possible. And I'd like to thank our team at Franklin Covey, Nepal and Bhutan as well. Our chairperson, Mrs. Sumitra Vaidya Pradhan, our CEO, Mr. Narayan Pradhan, and our director, Mrs. Suravi Bandari, and support team, Isha Vaidya. Despite the challenges we faced over the last 1.5 years, you endured and never stopped believing that we could actually see this through. And lastly, I would like to remember Dr. Stephen Covey, who wrote the 7 Habits book in the first place and who planted the seed for all of this to happen today, right? And who, through his book, he gave us the mindsets and tool sets which are based on timeless principles to help develop leadership skills in each and every one of us. So we are immensely thrilled, and I myself too am immensely thrilled to start this journey in order to elevate Samriddhi School to new heights by improving our culture, leadership, and academics all at once. And while the journey has only just begun, I truly believe that greatness lies ahead of each and every one of us. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pradhan, for delivering such a wonderful speech. I would like to request to play the video regarding Leader in Me.
Our students come from tough urban backgrounds. In an urban setting, we're trying to teach our students that the world is a much bigger place than, maybe the 16 blocks that you live in. It's bigger than your apartment complex or your neighborhood or your city, because they understand habits that will help them to be successful with different types of people who may or may not look like them.
When I came to the school, we had children's behavior out of control. We had situations with parents that were not conducive to learning. The teachers were ready for something to help the children.
This school has done a 180. I mean, the change in the culture of the parents, of the students, of the staff is so different.
You look at that first year and you ask yourself, okay, what did we do? How can we do it better? What can we do to move that momentum and keep that momentum happening?
Hi, my name's Alec and I'm a leader in math.
When I first came to the school in 2010, we had very low enrolments of about 120 students. Since implementing the Leader in Me, we now have